Retro Road Test, Ford Escort Cosworth vs. Lancia Delta Integrale. When discussing the greatest rallybred performance cars of the 1990s, two names often dominate the conversation: the Ford Escort RS Cosworth and the Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution. Both are iconic machines that embody the spirit of group rallying, a golden era when manufacturers poured their engineering expertise into road-going homologation specials to dominate the world rally stages. These cars were not mere transportation, they were legends on wheels, designed to deliver performance and handling that could make twisty B-roads feel like a Monte Carlo special stage. In this detailed road test, we'll pit these two legends against each other to find out how they compare in terms of design, performance, driving dynamics, and overall desirability. Let's start by taking a closer look at each contender. Exterior design and road presence. Ford Escort RS Cosworth. The Ford Escort RS Cosworth is unmistakable, thanks in large part to its signature whale-tail rear spoiler. This aggressive aerodynamic feature, while divisive in its day, is now celebrated as an icon of 1990s performance car design. The Escort's wide arches, bonnet vents, and flared stance scream purpose and performance. It looks every bit the rally car for the road, and its purposeful stance reflects Ford's rallying ambitions. Beneath its bold design lies a lineage that owes much to the Sierra RS Cosworth. While the Escort name might suggest a humble hatchback, the underpinnings are pure rally engineering. It's a car that feels planted even when stationary, as if it's ready to launch into action. Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution. The Lancia Delta Integrale, particularly in its Evolution guise, is no less striking. Its boxy design, flared arches, and quad headlights exude a different kind of aggression, one rooted in the angular, no-nonsense aesthetics of the 1980s. Lancia refined the Delta's design over years of rally competition, and the Evolution model looks more muscular and poised than its predecessors. The Integrale's appeal lies in its subtle yet purposeful design. While it lacks the outlandish spoiler of the Escort, its wide track and aggressive stance make it equally commanding on the road. This is a car designed to blend into the Italian countryside one moment and dominate a rally stage the next. Verdict. Both cars are visually stunning, but the Escort Cosworth's dramatic aerodynamics make it the more flamboyant choice, while the Delta Integrale's timeless design leans towards understated aggression. Interior and practicality. Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Step inside the Escort RS Cosworth, and you're greeted with a no-nonsense interior. The dashboard, while functional, doesn't stray far from its Escort origins, with hard plastics and simple dials dominating the cabin. However, touches like Recaro seats and a sporty three-spoke steering wheel remind you that this is no ordinary hatchback. The driving position is excellent, with the seats offering plenty of support during hard cornering. Visibility is good, although the whale-tail spoiler does slightly impede the rear view. Practicality is decent, with a usable boot and space for 4 passengers. The rear seat comfort is predictably compromised by the car's performance focus. Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution. The Delta Integrale's cabin is more traditionally Italian, with a greater emphasis on style and luxury. Soft touch materials, stitched leather, and Alfa-esque gauges give it a more premium feel than the Escort. The Recaro seats in the Delta are slightly softer but no less supportive, making it a better option for longer journeys. The driving position is slightly less natural than in the Ford, as the Delta's pedals are offset to the right, a quirk that takes some getting used to. However, visibility is excellent, and the rear seats are surprisingly spacious for a car of its size. Boot space is also reasonable, though the high loading lip can be a challenge. Verdict: the Delta wins for style and comfort, while the Escort prioritizes function over form. For everyday usability, the Lancia has the edge. Performance and engine. Ford Escort RS Cosworth. Under the bonnet of the Escort RS Cosworth lies a 2.0-litre, turbocharged YBT engine derived from the Sierra RS Cosworth. Producing 227 bhp and 224 pound-foot of torque, it sends power to all four wheels via a 5-speed manual gearbox. The turbo lag is significant, with little happening below 3000 rpm, but once the turbo spools up, the Escort delivers a ferocious surge of power. The Escort sprints from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.7 seconds, and its top speed of 140 miles per hour feels achievable thanks to its excellent aerodynamics. The engine note is a mix of turbo whistle and rallycar growl, adding to the drama. Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution. The Delta Integrale is powered by a 2.0-litre, 16-valve turbocharged engine producing 210 bhp and 224 pound-foot of torque. Despite being slightly down on power compared to the Escort, it compensates with an eager, free-revving nature and less turbo lag. The Delta feels more immediate, with power delivery that's linear and accessible. It matches the Escort's 0 to 60 miles per hour time of 5.7 seconds and has a top speed of 137 miles per hour. The engine note is less raw than the Ford's, with a smoother, more refined soundtrack that belies its rally heritage. Verdict: the Escort has a raw, explosive power delivery, while the Delta feels more refined and accessible. The choice depends on whether you prefer drama or balance. Driving dynamics and handling. Ford Escort RS Cosworth. The Escort's rally-derived four-wheel drive system is its standout feature, offering exceptional grip in all conditions. The car feels composed and confidence-inspiring, even when pushed hard. The steering is precise, if slightly heavy at low speeds, and the chassis is perfectly balanced for both road and track. However, the Escort's stiff suspension can make it feel harsh on bumpy roads. While it thrives on smooth tarmac and gravel, it can be tiring on long journeys or poorly maintained roads. Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution. The Delta Integrale's handling is nothing short of sublime. Its all-wheel drive system is more sophisticated than the Escort's, and it shows. The Delta feels agile and responsive, with an uncanny ability to find grip where there seemingly is none. The steering is lighter than the Ford's but no less accurate, providing excellent feedback. Unlike the Escort, the Delta's suspension strikes a better balance between performance and comfort, making it more versatile on real-world roads. It inspires confidence without punishing the driver on long journeys. Verdict: the Delta Integrale offers a more refined and engaging driving experience, while the Escort excels in outright grip and rawness. The Lancia edges ahead for its versatility and finesse. Ownership experience. Ford Escort RS Cosworth. As a collector's item, the Escort RS Cosworth is highly sought after, and its values have risen significantly in recent years. However, running costs can be steep, with fuel economy hovering around 25 miles per gallon and parts becoming harder to source. Regular maintenance is essential, especially for the turbocharged engine. Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution. The Delta Integrale is equally coveted, if not more so, due to its rally pedigree. However, owning one requires commitment. Italian reliability can be hit or miss, and sourcing parts for the Delta can be a challenge, especially for rare Evolution models. Fuel economy is similar to the Escort, at around 24 to 26 miles per gallon. Verdict: both cars are expensive to run and maintain, but the Lancia's rarity makes it a more exclusive ownership proposition. Conclusion: choosing between the Ford Escort RS Cosworth and the Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution is a matter of personal preference. The Escort is brash, loud, and uncompromising, a car that thrives on drama and adrenaline. The Delta, on the other hand, is refined, balanced, and beautifully engineered, offering a more mature take on the rally car formula. If you're after a car that turns heads and delivers a raw, exhilarating driving experience, the Escort RS Cosworth is the one to choose. But if you value heritage, finesse, and a touch of Italian flair, the Delta Integrale remains the ultimate rallybred icon. Winner. By the narrowest of margins, the Lancia Delta HF Integrale Evolution takes the win for its all-round excellence. However, the Escort RS Cosworth's charisma ensures it will always be a close rival in the hearts of enthusiasts.